This is a First Defense weather alert.
Good afternoon. Once again, it is 4:22 on Friday afternoon. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter and Andrew Stevenson back in the First Defense Weather Center. Wanted to give you another update on the line of storms that are moving through. This is the second line of thunderstorms that are moving through. We have a strong line of thunderstorms moving through basically from Dunkirk, extending down almost into Warren County. Now, these storms are not severe. That is the key point here. Now, severe thunderstorms are characterized by having winds in excess of 58 miles per hour or greater, hail 1 inch in size or larger in diameter, or a tornado. That is what makes a thunderstorm severe. And there could be some gusty winds in here of about 30 to 40 miles per hour, maybe some small hail, maybe pea-sized hail, and maybe some heavy rainfall definitely possible at times as well. Now, this is the last line of storms that are moving through. This is it. After this line moves through, we are done. This is out ahead of a cold front. The cold front, actually, if we can zoom the radar out just a little bit, Andrew, I'll show you kind of where the cold front is kind of visually. The cold front is actually kind of back in here. That's where that cold front is. All this is sparking out ahead of it. This back here is the line of storms that moved through earlier in the day. Those are all hightailed out to the east. This is the last line of thunderstorms that we're dealing with. And again, nothing severe, but again, there could be a few strong, and again, there could be some gusty winds within here, maybe some heavy rain and definitely some small hail, but nothing severe at this moment. But the environment could allow these to strengthen and become severe through the afternoon as they move through. Now, the one thing that's working against us is the fact that we have not had a lot of sunshine here. As a matter of fact, if we can take Internet One, which is the MacBook Pro that I have here on my cart back behind me, if we can take that, I'll show you the afternoon as they move through. This is it now, right here. The one thing that's working against us is the fact that we have not had, I'm hearing myself, and I'm not entirely sure why, but anyway, what you see right here is basically the cloud cover. And this is a product that we have called the EDD. It comes from NOAA. And let me move my cart out of the way because you can see the most amount of clearing is back here out to the east. That is where the highest instability values are, and there's been more sunshine out here. So that's where the highest severe weather probabilities are. This is central New York. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is central New York. This is western New York. That's Lake Erie. This is Erie County, Pennsylvania right here. So again, there hasn't been a whole lot of breaks in the cloud cover. We've seen a few odd breaks, but not a whole lot. That's the thing here. And sunshine, as we often tell you, sunshine is the fuel. It is the petrol that gets thunderstorms going because that destabilizes the atmosphere. It warms it up and it destabilizes it. A lot of what happened today is likely with the storms that we had earlier along with the morning rain helped to stabilize the air. And also, we also just don't have enough sunshine to kind of destabilize the air. What you're looking at in this box right here is the camera that is coming from Chautauqua Lake, and you can see the ominous clouds overhead, and I think we have some rain falling at the lake there as well. And again, that does look ominous, but Andrew, do you know what we call that? That is great. We call that a CLC, a creepy looking cloud. Exactly. That's what we call that. And all that stuff you see in the sky is just basically scud. It's basically harmless. It's a creepy looking cloud. That is fantastic. I love that. Here's a look coming from the DoubleTree Hotel downtown. We're starting to get the rain coming back once again. But again, no severe weather in any part of the area right now. But again, there could be a few rumbles of thunder, maybe a few flashes of lightning, definitely some brief gusty winds at times as this is starting to come on through. It actually looks like the line is the most intense actually coming through Warren County. And Warren County took a brunt of a storm earlier today, also with Crawford County. Lots of reports of storm damage coming in from Crawford County and a few from Warren County from the line of storms that moved through earlier. But this is the most intense part of the line, it looks like, as it's moving through Warren County. This is going to be ultimately trucking to the east, northeast, coming up through Sheffield, and then ultimately going into McKean County, Pennsylvania. But that looks like the most intense part of the line. Let's move it back up and show you the southern tier here. And we'll show you here that, right in here, there could be some heavy rain. Let's zoom right into this. Let's go almost street level level with this, Andrew, because I want to show you some of the cool technology that we have here. Again, we can almost go street level with this and show you kind of where some of the activity is. So this right down here is likely going to be the heaviest amounts of the rain. This is coming through the southern part of Jamestown, ultimately going out into Falconer and then parts of Frewsburg. So this is where this is right now. That's the heaviest part of the rain. Now let's zoom that out a little bit and give you another wide view here just to kind of show you what's going on. So there's another stronger part of the line right here that is coming through, I would say, Celeron, Chautauqua Lake, coming up through this way, up through Cassadaga. So this is the second part of the line right here. Now again, none of this is severe, but there could be some brief gusty winds along with some small hail at times. Now, earlier today, the Weather Service was contemplating issuing a severe thunderstorm watch for the region. They have decided to not do that. And the reason, and I think that's a good call from the Storm Prediction Center and from all the Weather Service offices, there hasn't been enough instability to work with this second line. Again, with the storms that we had earlier about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, those storms helped to work the air over, so the air is already stabilized, and then we haven't already had enough sunshine. We had a few peaks of sun, especially out towards Mayville. Our crew that was out at the press conference today said that they saw some sunshine as they were coming back. But again, there hasn't been a whole lot of sun across the westernmost areas, and that is helping to keep the severe weather threat low. If we could put the day one convective outlook on here, they have updated the day one convective outlook, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of change. They basically are going to keep the slight risk in place for all of western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania. There actually is a marginal risk right in here, but I think we're having a graphic issue with our system. It's not really showing it very well, but that's a marginal risk. This is a slight risk right here. Now, even though they maintain this slight risk, that's a level 2 out of 5 for severe. There's the breakdown right there, 2 out of 5. I do think the threat for seeing any more severe activity basically this afternoon and this evening is low, simply just because we haven't had enough sunshine to help destabilize the air once again. Now, that's not to say that we couldn't have one, but I think the chances are starting to decrease with time here as these storms are progressing off to the east and they're starting to get away from the better storm dynamics. Again, the better dynamic support is actually off to our east, and if we could put the National Radar Composite on here, I'll show you this here. Because again, that pink box you see right there, that's the severe thunderstorm watch right here. This is going to be the better chance for seeing severe storms out towards Binghamton and Elmira, out towards central New York. That's where they have the most amount of clearing. So this is going to be the main action out there. For western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania, the overall severe weather threat is low. Notice a severe thunderstorm warning down here close to Pittsburgh. But again, nothing severe across our area right now. This is the last line of storms that are moving through. After this line moves through, we will be good to go for the rest of the afternoon and this evening. Nothing coming out of the Weather Service. Haven't seen anything about a warning issuance or anything. And again, these storms don't really look all that bad. In fact, if we can take one of the cameras downtown, we can take the News Now cam, we can take the one that's on top of the Doubletree. Thank you very much. And this is the camera that's on top of the Doubletree Hotel. And you can see the skies have darkened up once again. The rain is falling there. But again, that is not severe by classic definition. And again, there could be some heavy downpours at times within this, some small hail, maybe some brief gusty winds, again, up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. But again, that is not severe characteristics. Wanted to check with the comments very quickly here. Paul says hi. Hi back to you as well. Jay says, I love the sound of thunder at night. It's calming sometimes, but it's loud enough to make you feel like you are in a battle at Baghdad. I agree with that. Sometimes thunder can be definitely loud and deafening, and it can wake you up from a sound sleep. I mean, you know, it's happened to me numerous times. But as of we stand right now, this is the last line of storms that we're going to be dealing with. After this line hightails out to the east, where it'll likely encounter the better storm dynamics, we will be done for the westernmost areas. So as of right now, we're going to wrap up coverage, and but we're going to be here through the afternoon, you know, just kind of keeping our eyes on things. And of course, we will update you as needed should warnings be issued. So for everybody in the First Defense Weather Center, from Andrew Stevenson to Justin Gold, Matt Hummel, everybody in the newsroom, I'm Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. Have a good afternoon.
This is a First Defense Weather Alert.